Is recording? Okay. Today I'm going to do a deck profile of my Sealancer deck, which is kind of semi-casual. It's not really like super competitive. I haven't really taken it anywhere, so you know when you look at my stupid card choices, that's my excuse. All right. First off, I'm gonna start with the 3 swap frog. Pretty standard, whatever, frog engine, you know. Got my 2 poison draws. They go with the Sealancer, which if anyone plays Sealancer, they'll know about it, and if they don't, I'll try to explain it later, because, you know, I'm probably going to forget. 3 dupe frog. Dupe frog, it's good. Searches out any of the frogs. Typically, you search out swap frog if you don't open with him. And 3 Ronin. Most people run 2. I'm just like, you know what? I'm a rebel. I'm going to run 3. Well, that, and it makes pulling out some of the boss monsters and stuff easier, because I have extra things to banish. It gets kind of cloggy, but, you know, it's casual. I don't care. 3 Sealancer. This guy's boss. His effect. You can equip your banished frogs to him, and every time he would be destroyed, you destroy one of the frogs instead. He has 1300 attack, which is pretty good, because then you can search him out with Sangan and Mother Grizzly, which I tech. And so his effect is that you equip the frogs to him, and if he isn't equipped at all, he gets 1000. So, you know, sorry you couldn't be broken, you know. Every time he isn't equipped, he gains 1000 extra, whatever. But no, it's just, if he hasn't equipped, he gains 1000 attack. So, so it's good for recycling. You get, like, hella fucking pusses from just, like, all the frogs you can banish with Ronin, and it's just, you can overwhelm your opponent. Pretty simple. So that's pretty much the, you know, Sealancer part of it, the most basic. The rest is kind of like preference. It will vary among all the people who play, and Treeborn, you know. If you can run Treeborn, you run Treeborn. So, got I won't do my 1-ofs yet. Got my triple lad. So most people only run like 1 or 2 of them. I run triple because there's a really, really messed up combo you can do with him that I like to do, so, you know, it's casual. I can get away with stuff like that. I have 2 Veiler, you know, standard. Stop opponent, you know. Windups try to 2-card OTK you. Nope. Got double Fader. I'm thinking of changing this. It's pretty, like, defensive, and I don't really need that much, but some guy told me to side it, so it's like, I'll think about it. Got my Shrag. Yeah, it's offensive, right? If I don't draw into swap frog immediately, I just have this guy and I can beat people in the face and be like, you know, hold them off. And when they finally get rid of it and wasted a pile of resources, I can just go into whatever stuff I was gonna do. I have a Sangan, you know, standard. Mother Grizzly, that's my tech. It's kind of questionable, but I mean, there wasn't anything else that really felt like running. And Grizzly is, you know, you can get out Sealancer, gets out Swap Frog, so if, like, I'm not drawing into any dupes or anything. And it works pretty good with Creature Swap, which I also run. Yeah, I know, I'm a noob, okay. Obelisk the Tormentor. This guy is just really fun to summon. You got your 3 Ronins or, like, a Swap Frog, and you just, like, tribute them. Obelisk. Suck my Obelisk, suck my Obelisk. Just, you know. If someone, you know, if he gets, like, Darkhold or whatever, that's kind of annoying, but, you know, you gotta be smart about when you summon him. My 1 Gores, because I don't run any traps, so Gores is, like, never dead. Yeah. Got my 1-ofs, or I'll wait for 1-ofs. I run triple MST. It gets kind of cloggy, though. I was thinking of cutting down on it, but as of now, triple MST, you know, back row hate. I don't like back row. 3 enemy controllers. It's, you know, higher than whatever 1-2 people run, but it's like 3. It's really fun. You can really mess up your opponent, and then it's like whatever. They kind of get scared of summoning stuff after, because it's like, you know, we don't know if you have enemy controller. You can just steal the monster, but unfortunately, enemy controller is like temporary, right? So you have to like find a way to get rid of the monster or win the game before you can return it to them, because it's kind of like lame. Got my 2 creature swap. I like this guy because it's permanent, so I'll just be like, what's that? BLS. Ooh, I like that BLS. Yeah, let me destroy all your other monsters, then creature swap and give you my Mother Grizzly. So yeah, pretty troll card, but it's kind of like a really casual card. It's not really like super efficient as far, because it gets dead if you don't draw into any monsters, which is not really that much of a problem here, but yeah. 1-ofs, heavy, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. I know they're not hollow, because I'm a casual, and that's what casual people do. They don't fucking hollow out their entire decks. No, man, I'm too cheap for that. And double salvage. I didn't do that earlier with the thing, but salvage is pretty good for plussing. Like if you have a grave full of like frogs and whatnot, and you can also, because Sea Lancer is 1300 attack, so you can achieve Sea Lancer as well. Yeah, see Sea Lancer 1300 attack, right? Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, that's not even okay. Yeah, so you can retrieve Sea Lancer, but also, so what you do is you have swap frog and grave or whatever, right? So you can just use salvage, add it back to your hand, and use it to dump more frogs. So yeah, that's the whole point of the deck. It's trying to dump as many frogs as possible. Like, you see all these frogs, you want them in your graveyard, so you can use Ronin Toad's effect to banish your frog and special summon Ronin. And then you can use Ronin to go into all your exceeds and stuff. Like, you know, 2 Ronin makes a Shining Elf, 2 Ronin makes a Gachi, 3 Ronin makes a Dark Mist. You know, if you're feeling the OTK mood, 2 Ronin make a Daigusto Phoenix. Stuff like that, you know? And then you can recycle them, so it's like free pluses. Free pluses everywhere. I'll show you one of my favorite combos, or show you people's. I have, so any random frog, whatever, like, I don't know, Dupe Frog, Poison Draw Frog, Ronin Toad, hell, even Treeborn will work for this. And you need Swap Frog in hand, and Lad. So, by the way, I'm not gonna go over all of Lad's effects, because this thing is like friggin' what? Anyway, pile of words, I'm not gonna bother, but, so the relevant effect, actually, yeah, you know what, I will, it doesn't make any sense, okay. I will explain Lad's effect, pretty much. So Lad is, you can't special summon him, so that's like, whatever, it's kinda good, your opponent can't use him against you, but, so when he's on the field, when an effect monster, a spell, or a trap is activated, he negates it, and he negates the activation of it. So if it's like Gear Town or something, as far as I know, Gear Town will be negated, but it won't be destroyed, so Gear Town's effect won't go off of summoning a Gadgetron Dragon, but it's kind of irrelevant right now, but that's it negates the activation, so it doesn't really destroy it. Like if you attack into Gores, you can negate Gores, but Gores won't go to the graveyard, it'll stay in the guy's hand. So if you're playing with Lad on field and using it to protect you from Gores, have Lad attack first. But yeah, so his attack doesn't get all messed up and decreased and stuff. But so the thing is, when this card is destroyed, you target one card in your graveyard, and then you destroy all cards you control, and then you special summon it. So the combo is, you have your, you know, Swap Frog and Miscellaneous Frog. You discard the frog, special summon swap. Wait, this is backwards. You have the card, you discard it, you special summon Swap Frog. Swap Frog's effect, you dump a frog. You can either dump Ronin Toad, if you dumped like a Poison Draw, you know, Dupe, Swap, whatever. Or if you didn't dump Ronin Toad using the discard, then you dump anyway, you need a Ronin and another frog in the grave. It can be another Ronin, but it's not really advised. Probably dump a Poison Draw Frog, because it's sort of useless, like outside of the Lancer combo, which I'm not going to explain to you right now, because I don't think I have enough time. But, so, yeah, you just banish him, you summon Ronin, so you have, your field looks like this right now, right? And so you tribute these two, you summon Lad. So your graveyard looks like Swap Frog, Ronin, and you have Lad. And so Lad can negate all your opponent's spells, traps, and monster effects. And pretty much it makes them go a lot of minus. Like if you play Dark Worlds or something, all their outlets involve using card effects. So Lad will be able to negate that 4 times, and so it'll screw them over 4 times. They'll lose 4 cards. Yeah, so it makes them go minus. And then after Lad finally gets destroyed, and you know you stop poking them for like freaking 800 because they won't finish it off, you get to summon Swap Frog back again, and then you can use Swap Frog's effect to dump another frog. And so you have, you know, it's like you make them go minus, and you're able to dump another frog, which is kind of like a mini plus. I'm not sure how you'd really define that, because I'm not you freaking pro competitive players. But yeah, so that's my favorite combo. It's like my go-to. I like to do that, even though it's not really good to be too confined when you're playing frogs, because frogs are really flexible, or at least I think they are. So yeah, that's about all for now. I might explain the Sea Lancer combo later, but let's see how this turned out.